Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I'm Dowsey LeMay. I hope all you beautiful creators out there are doing great wherever you are in the world as we enter into the month of October. And that's what we're doing today. We're doing the energy update for October 2021, and I hope that this video resonates with you and is helpful. And if it isn't, like I always say, use your own discernment. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right, so you're gonna have to forgive my studio space right now. It is completely empty. Everything's in a box. That's because I just moved. All right, and so you may have a little bit of echoing as my voice bounces off these empty walls and empty spaces. And so please do forgive me, and hopefully by the next time I do a video, things will look a little bit more settled. Also, don't forget, my new book is out, Becoming the Creator, A Practical Guide to Spirituality and Connection. This is a 188 step-by-step guide, basically a memoir of my spiritual awakening and how I went inward to find more peace and joy and love in my life rather than the traumatic anger, victimhood, lack mentality, etc. that I had been experiencing up until now. And so hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you can find it on most retailers, online retailers such as Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, or Target, etc. And if you buy it, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about this month. So this month is a numerology for the October. The numerology for October is around the number 1, right? Typically ones are raw energy. It's the new initial primal energy for creation, right? So this is about like new beginnings, new starts, new awareness, and new discoveries about self, all right? I want to emphasize and underline and bold the things I just said here. It is about new awareness and new discoveries about self. That's the theme for this month. And then when we tie that in with the overall shifting, catalytic, changing energies of the year, which is the number of 5, numerology of 5 for the year, I'm expecting many of you guys to come to a new awareness through events that are going to change the course for who you are, right? Catalytic events that are going to charge you to a point where you need to go inward to discover the answers about yourself and to find what you've been holding on to from a different perspective, okay? I want you to think about the spiral here, right? Here you are, you're moving along, and you come to the same point or the same realization, but now at a different perspective. That's what this month is going to be like. It's like going to be intense. It's going to be difficult, but those difficult, changing, catalytic experiences that we're going to have, much like the rest of the year, are going to force you to go inward to see yourself at a different perspective, one which you may not have been able to see given the previous times that you've gone through this process. So what we're going to have is an unveiling, a new awareness about ourselves at a different perspective that's going to allow us to heal, to break free of these potential belief systems that we have. And that is going to be the theme for this month. By that process alone, breaking through the belief systems and working through what's happening in your life and seeing yourself from a different perspective through these forced changes, forced catalytic events, you are going to heal deeper and deeper aspects to yourself. So this month, we're going to spend a lot of time in our memories, a lot of time in our childhood, a lot of time looking at the roots of who we are as an individual here in our physical plane, right? You're going to be tapping into your memories to revisit traumas, reevaluate yourself from a different perspective, right? You are going to revisit things that you don't want to revisit. And because of this new awareness about yourself, because you spiral to a new perspective about yourself, that's going to really help clean things up. And through that process of cleaning, honoring the emotions that come up, honoring this yucky stuff that's coming up from a different perspective, what you've done now is allowing yourself openness to the universe. You've allowed this, you've removed this restricted belief that you've had, the restrictive energies that you've had. This is going to allow universal love in. And through that universal allowance that you've done in clearing, many of you guys are going to find new connections, new relationships, new romantic relationships, okay? As you worked on these things, as you clear these things, as you love yourself and honor what's happening, and then see yourself from a different perspective and remove these densities or heal these densities or integrate these densities from a different perspective, you're going to allow these new relationships in. Now, what these new relationships mean is that you are now in alignment with the things that you are trying to overcome, right? You are in alignment to becoming something new that you've been wanting. These relationships, whether they be romantic or not, are a vibrational match for what you are looking to do. It just takes what is occurring in your reality to clear these things out so that you can allow these connections into your life and to move forward with more peace, love, and joy. That is definitely for sure within this energetics of this new energy in the numerology of the one. In addition, for this month, because the catalytic energy and the new starts and the new awareness, and that we are going to be kind of stirring up a lot of this junk that we don't like about ourselves, that's going to be very, very, very difficult emotionally for all of us. So what you will need to do is you'll need to find the strength and the willpower to help you move forward this month. You will need to be able to find this strength within you, to find your willpower, the compassion for yourself, to move forward and to not sink into the hole that could be there if you sit and perseverate on all the negativity. You're really going to need to find the strength this month to overcome a lot of the obstacles that are occurring, but also to give you the courage and the strength to look at yourself, to take the opportunities that are occurring through the triggering events that you all will experience this month. It's really going to take that strength to do that. How do you find that strength? Sometimes it's very difficult in the human container to find that strength because you're kind of like, oh, I got a million different things coming at me in the physical reality of our world. It makes that very difficult to kind of get our head up. What I will say is that many of you guys, all of you, at some level, you chose to be here. You chose to be here. So that aspect of you that is always there, that all that there is, the higher self, whatever, that essence of you that has always been connected to Source, you knew that perhaps it was going to be difficult to come into this human experience. But you knew that you could do it. You had the power. You had the strength. You had the love, and all the support that you would ever need was going to be available for you, and you knew you could do it. I want you to take a moment in your day, if you're having a difficult time, to sit in quietness, to try to find that space of knowing that you are that aspect of Source, divine, perfect, loved, completely supported by Source, and that you knew you could do what you are doing now, that you knew you could do it, that you had the strength and the power to work through what is occurring, and that you won't give up because it's for your highest good and you are going to learn a grand lesson through that. That is what I want you to reconnect with. That is going to give you the resiliency, the replenish your vitality, and give you the strength and courage and compassion to face your fears, and the things that you do not want to feel, to look at yourself from a different perspective as you're being yelled at, as you're being triggered by the global issues that are occurring in both the collective reality, but as well as in your personal reality. Find that strength, because that is going to be vitally important as we move through this month. And if you don't find that strength, what many of you guys are going to have issues with is you're going to feel emotionally ungrounded, and you're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to feel like a victim. Okay? This is very easy to fall into the hole of victimhood mentality because the energies are so palpable and they're so intense, and it's going to be very predominant this month. And when you're in that state of victimhood and feeling emotionally ungrounded and feeling overwhelmed, it's easy to be triggered by other co-creators, right? It's easy to be triggered by a family member, by a friend, by a politician, by someone on TV saying something. It's very easy to be triggered, and you can be played like a fiddle, played like a fiddle to the fears of what is being promoted out in our reality. And what you need is to find the compassion and the willpower and the steadfast ability to remain calm amidst all the chaos this month. It's important, extremely important, that you do not recreate or react in the same pattern that you've had always up until now. Before you do anything, before you create the next now moment in your reality, feel what is occurring. Take the catalyst of which is occurring in your reality and go inward for a moment to inquire about what's happening, right? By giving yourself love first and showing yourself that I'm willing to have the courage and the brave and the love for myself to see what is trying to come up and to change my energy, to break down these limited belief systems, and then to use that energy in a more constructive manner, right? So before you react, before you take action, before you take the divine masculine energy, honor the divine feminine energies that are looking to come up. And you're going to see it from a different level this time. You're going to see yourself in a different awareness, in a different consciousness that's going to allow you to clear and integrate this better than you've ever had. And that's going to allow you to move in alignment with more joy, peace, and love in your life. But you got to do that inward first, because when you're able to do that, the people you co-create with, the people that you are co-creating this reality with, you are going to have so much more compassion, so much more patience, so much more love and understanding that you might be able to say, I see what's playing out here. I'm co-creating something, and through this co-creation, I'm getting my experience, but also they are projecting their stuff towards me so that they can heal themselves. That's going to be a very empowered state of being for many of you through this time period, especially if you're working with co-creative events or experiences in your reality. The way you do that, though, is through these events causing you to feel these things, and for you to go inward and spiral to another perspective about the same thing you may be holding on to, and to offer yourself love from that perspective. And that allows so much more into your reality. So I want you to remember that this is all about moving and spiraling to a new perspective about yourself through the shifting and changing environments that we are experiencing, right? So your emotional state is definitely going to continue to be tested, and I don't want you to lose the opportunities that are going to come up through the intense catalytic triggering events that are going to occur in your reality. See the truth about yourself. See the creation of who you are. See your beliefs that are related to what you are experiencing, right? See the creator in the energy that you are holding on to that's helping you create the situation and mirror back or reflect the energetic beliefs that you're holding on to. All right? So I hope that helps you. I love you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Visit me on Instagram at Spiritual Dowsey. Go visit me on Facebook, or visit my webpage, spiritualdowsey.com. And don't forget to buy my book. I love you. Talk to you soon. Take care.